Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? What I want to do is off break. I want to say, I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. I want to give my disclaimer in the beginning and say, once again, if you do not like me as a person, if you do not like the information that I present, you know what I'm saying? You're so welcome to leave. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are gonna come through. They're gonna put a thumb down. They're gonna log into other accounts, put a thumb down, log into another account. Come on, man, that's childish. You know what I'm saying? That's harassment. Um, Only thing I'm trying to do is put together pieces and get to the bottom of this situation. In this case, like we said, we have been given authorization by the mother of the deceased king to cover this case. All right. If you do not like somebody who represents God and somebody who says Jesus, from time to time, if that offends you spiritually, then you're welcome to leave now so you do not feel offended if I ever bring that up. I'm giving you ample opportunity to log off, unsubscribe, and everything. But if you're still here, let's get into the meat of what's being presented here. Everything that I will show will be in fair use, free speech. I'm exercising my First Amendment of free speech. And we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of it, man. If I do show anything, it's gonna be for educational purposes. It's not gonna be to gain any for any monetary gains off of any video that I show. Okay. So where are we at right now? This case, 5 years out. It was around 2013, I want to say. Yeah, when it happened, 2013. What we've been given is blurry footage, to the point where me personally, and this is my opinion, I don't even think that we're 100% able to say that that is Kendrick walking in the hall on the footage. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's so blurry you can't really tell. To the point where I was trying to analyze to see if though the same shoes that were found in the mat were the same shoes he had on when he was walking through the halls and supposedly running through the image that they gave us of him running through the gym. When he was running through the gym, that looked like he had on solid white shoes, maybe a darkish color on the bottom. They didn't look orange, white, and whatever. They went from saying that he had on Adidas to Nikes. And we also, the last live, how you doing, Justice Alert? How you doing, Terry Martinez, Chosen Queen? Terry, I'm gonna actually send you this link. My bad. I'm gonna send this to you, this panel link, before we really get into this. 1 second. All right, Terry, you have it. You have the panel link. Lawrence, I'm gonna give you the new panel link. All right. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I just sent it to you. And Portland, if you want to come up, let me know. Cause we're about to get into the what's them guys last name? Is it Bill? So I gotta get these names right and everything like that. But we're gonna get into it though. The two main suspects that they have gathered, we're gonna get into their testimonies and what they gotta say about the whole situation. Oh, you gonna stay in the chat? All right, cool. No problem, no problem.
Alrighty.
Teddy.
Let's get this going.
You already know. And what was those brothers? Is that my phone? No, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna get into these Bell brothers, right? You remember the Bell brothers?
Right.
Who they said?
Right.
Yeah, daddy was the FBI.
Brandon and Brian, and their dad is Rick Bell. I already checked into that.
Hold on.
So it's Brandon Bell, Brian Bell, and then the dad is Rick Bell.
Hey, 1 second, Terry.
All right, no problem. Keep your eyes open down there, chat.
Yeah. Hey, my bad, Terry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
All right, bet. Okay, so where are we at? Boom. So yeah, like you said, the Bell brothers, right?
Right.
So we got the Bell brothers, the sons of the FBI agent.
Mhm.
Um, these are supposed. Somebody came out, put out a statement that said that one of the Bell brothers actually killed him. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with the weight
Right.
and stuff like that, and then they had to move his body over into the mat.
Right.
Okay, so what we gonna do is we finna listen to when they finally went to the house of the Bell brothers. And what strikes me about this is they showed the so-called SWAT team, right? A SWAT or
Right.
something outside of the Bell brothers' father's house.
Mhm.
Now you want to know what's crazy? That footage was clear. Why ain't the school
Yeah.
footage clear?
Well, and see, when I was looking into it too, because they're saying that the father, which is the FBI agent, was the one that moved Kendrick's body into the mat, and um, that he was assisted by the sheriff and then also the school superintendent.
Whoa.
Yes,
And this is allegedly, right now we're gonna make
this
sure we
is
put that.
what's on the web that was in the
Yeah,
paper,
but as
and
far for YouTube's to
oh yeah,
satisfy
yeah, yeah.
YouTube, we gotta say allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so allegedly
The father,
the
Rick
father
Bell,
moved it. The father moved it with the help of the sheriff
the
and everything
sheriff,
like that.
the former sheriff now, and the school superintendent, West Taylor, Westtaylor.
So where does Ryan Hall come into play? Because
Ryan Hall was a witness.
yeah, but Ryan Hall said they had him to help move the body.
Well, this is what came out in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going through it really fast and trying to put down notes, and they said that let's see, the okay, yeah, that's what I got on that there, because I was looking into Brandon Bell and Brian and plus their father.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that Brian, which is the older brother, he was nowhere around there when this happened. He was at a wrestling meet, so he wasn't even at the school. It
Who?
was Brandon.
But Brandon the one that's supposed to do the striking, right? With the weight.
Yeah, yeah, but see, but what they're saying is that Brian was at a wrestling meet that was away from the school. And that's how the father, Rick Bell, and 42 other people that the family is going after, that was all there.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. And they're redoing the lawsuit again. And they try to get the body exhumed. The attorney filed to exhume the body at the end of Let me see.
The
It's
end of the
in my
year,
notes.
2017.
Yeah, yeah. At the end of the year, they tried to get the body exhumed. He filed the paperwork, and let's see where I have all that at, because I was writing fast. Da, 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 da. Okay, where I got it? Where I got it? Hold on, let me catch it in my notes. Okay, so they filed the paperwork for the body to be exhumed. They filed it on the last day. Well, it must have been Christmas Eve or something that they filed it, and then
They
they
informed.
what happened was on the 31st, I guess they, or the 30th or the 31st, they were supposed to try to exhume the body, but as of January 5th of 2018, the body has not been exhumed.
Mm. Yeah, I have to look into that and see why. Why though?
Yeah, yeah. So they're still working on that, and then of course, they had the rules and stuff like that that they got to do, abide by the time when they do exhume the body, because they submitted a request and they got it, but nothing has been done on it yet. So what it is that if they exhume the body and everything else, then they have to, the plaintiff and the attorney have to, in writing, um, uh, show how, what they plan on doing with the body, who's going to examine the body, do any testing. Am I giving an echo?
I don't think you are. Let me mute up while you
Okay,
talk. Let me mute up while you talk. Go ahead.
okay, okay. It said the plaintiff and the attorney in writing plans to, what they plan on doing with the body, of any kind of tests or anything else that they plan on doing. They have to submit that in writing, and then they are able to choose who they want to do the testing after they exhume the body. And then another part, they said that, of course, the cemetery staff and the director selected by the plaintiff arranged for a mutual and convenient time and place for this to be done. Well, and not to exceed over 30 days of the order. Now, I don't know if that order still stands, because January 5th they still hadn't exhumed, and now we're in March. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then they say that, of course, the defendant's, attorney is to be there to be able to see whatever tests are being done, to record, to review, or anything else for their defendants, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also that the body would have to be placed back into his place of rest within 24 hours after the test.
Mm.
So, yeah.
So who was the hold on one
Mr.
second, one
King
second.
was the attorney that filed the paperwork for the family.
Right, right.
What I did was I went in on Google Chosen, and I just put in his name, and there's an article there that's dated January 2018. That's where I was getting the latest up to date news on it, I guess you could
Now,
say.
what which one of them was it? They said he was changing clothes around the time of Kendrick's disappearance. Is one of these guys were changing clothes. We're gonna get into that. He had a bag of clothes. He went and changed.
Right.
Um, Even down to the point on some Facebook Kendrick's Justice for Kendrick Facebooks, you have people they circled a part of his sleeve and said it was blood. He came back and said, "No, nah, that's not blood. Those are his sleeve or
Yeah.
his coat, everything like that." So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play. We're going. All right. Well, I mean, we okay. Yeah, we. 1 second, Oteri. Though you can keep going in, Oteri, on what you got the
No,
information that
no
you looked up.
problem. No problem. No problem. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else I got. Oh, in June of 2017, the video analysis from the FBI cleared Brian Bell from any other charges. So, they're starting from scratch again. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Too much. It's not right. But there's a lot of articles, guys. Anybody in the chat, there's tons of articles down there. There's videos and everything else. And it's crazy. It's insane. It's really insane. Let's see.
All right, so what we're gonna do, man? We're gonna get into this first recording right here. My bad, I got I got a lot of stuff going on, but
It's fine.
so the teens, the two Bell guys right here. Let me take my mic out and see if I can still get this quality going. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, Terry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right, let me turn this up. We can hear about when they actually went to the not the twins, but the Bell brothers.
Okay.
Okay. And we have to remember the testimony that the other guy gave and said that he talked with his
Right.
they were arguing
Right.
about the relationship.
Okay.
Now, a Channel 2 Action News investigation into the mystery surrounding the death of a Valdosta teenager found in an upright gym mat at school. Two young men at the focus of the Kendrick Johnson controversy have declined to talk to investigators, a grand jury, and an on-camera interview until now. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie live outside FBI headquarters in DeKalb County with these exclusive interviews. Mark.
And at last check, this case remained a focus of federal investigation. But we are outside the FBI's Atlanta field office because that is where we're told Agent Rick Bell was assigned, and both his sons are the subject of target letters from a federal prosecutor. And now we hear from them at last.
I'm going to ask my photographer to push in tight on your face. Okay. Our viewers can read your expression. Did you have anything to do with the death of Kendrick Johnson?
No. He's like one of my good friends.
Even at the time of his death?
Even at the time of his death.
Every word we broadcast of this is going to be scrutinized by the blogosphere, the Twitter sphere, and so.
You see what he's saying, right?
Right.
Everywhere we put this video now, they're gonna be zoomed in on you. They're gonna be looking at your facial expressions and all that. And notice how they kicked the interview off. He said,
Right.
"We zoom in on your face, so watch your facial expressions."
Yeah, because he's giving him a heads up.
Yeah. But you gotta understand too, if their daddy is a FBI agent, then he's already taught them how to probably get
Body
around.
language.
Allegedly, possibly. You know what I'm saying? This is possibly. He has
Body
possibly
language.
taught them how to
avoid.
how to get around it and keep a stern face when you're answering questions and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take it back and just listen to how he kicks the interview off with him. He's like, I'm gonna have my cameraman. I'm about to have my cameraman zoom in on your face to catch your facial expressions.
Because that is where we're told Agent Rick Bell was assigned, and both his sons are the subject of target letters from a federal prosecutor. And now we hear from them at last.
I'm going to ask my photographer to push in tight on your face.
Okay.
Our viewers can read your expression. Did you have any?
He's like one of my good friends.
Even at the time of his death?
That time is that.
You know, every word we broadcast of this is going to be scrutinized by the blogosphere, the Twitter sphere, and so on.
Yes, sir. It should be. And I want everybody to know the truth. And I mean, they can ridicule me and they can say whatever they want, but in the end, the truth will prevail. And everybody will find that me and my brother have been innocent and always will be innocent.
We've just heard what family attorneys acknowledge. Sheriff's deputies, the GBI, and a federal grand jury have not heard. Brothers Brian and Brandon Bell answering questions, no holds barred, about the mysterious death of Kendrick Johnson in 2013.
He was the laughter of our house. He was the joy of our house. And he gives us strength.
Now, this is Miss Jackie Johnson right here, though.
Yeah.
Right.
The Lowndes County Sheriff says after a thorough investigation, his office agrees with the state medical examiner that Johnson's death was an accident due to positional asphyxia.
See what I'm saying? Man, and you know what? Hold on, let's take that back just a little bit. Hold up.
Thorough investigation. His office agrees with the state medical.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Thorough investigation. His office.
Oh, I thought that was a camera right there. That looked like a camera. I don't know. It's blurred out, but check this though, Terry though.
Okay.
They kind of panned over there, and I'm just showing this, man, for fair use, educational purposes only. I did not own this video. It is by WSB TV, and this right here looks to be
there. Yeah.
Possibly a camera. I'm looking at how it's angled and how it's like it's attached to the wall right here, and it's angled down. This would have been a close angle.
Yep.
This would have been a very close angle to everything that transpired.
It's highly important, Chosen. It's highly important that we have got to get a layout of that gym.
Yeah.
We have got to get a layout of it.
I'm working on that next. But I think I'm pretty sure there's maybe a camera right here, man.
That's what it looked like. Because you could see like the cord coming up in the middle of the wall, right where it is. From the bottom where the mat and everything else. It seemed like, I don't know, it could be my angle that I'm looking at though on my phone. So I don't know. It could be the corner of that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something right there. It looked like a camera to me. I just wanted to kind of show that to you right there before we go.
Right. Yeah, that caught my eye as soon as you put that picture up. That's the first thing I saw. I mean, it looks like a camera to me. And that looks like it'd be right there in view for everything to see.
Right.
Is it another malfunction camera?
And what are all these mats doing in the gym? Just, I mean, you don't have no storage room for all these mats?
Yeah, really. Especially if they're not having no wrestling match. If the wrestling match was out away from that school.
And think about what all could have gone on behind them mats, man.
Anything. And it's so convenient that there's an hour lapse time in the videos. And it's censored. It's going to pick up any movement. It's censored. So strange.
Let's see what else they got on here.
All right. Medical examiner that Johnson's death.
Hold on, who agreed with the state medical examiner? That's what I want to take that back for. Hold on.
The Lowndes County Sheriff says after a thorough investigation.
Okay, the Lowndes County Sheriff said after they did a thorough investigation, they agree with the medical examiner. Just like the other case. See what I'm saying? Everybody say, look, go check with the medical examiner. Go check with the they act like the medical examiner is God. You know what I'm saying? They can't get nothing wrong. They just God. You feel me?
They work together. They all work together.
Allegedly, they all work together, man.
Agrees with the state medical examiner that Johnson's death was an accident due to positional asphyxia, that he wedged himself in a rolled-up gym mat trying to reach a chute and could not get out. But Kendrick Johnson's mom takes issue with that.
Are you more convinced today than ever that KJ was a victim of foul play?
Yes.
And with some of what the Bells said.
My thing is why would somebody reach down into a long rolled up mat to grab a shoe? How is he gonna get out?
Exactly.
Like, you can't make people out to be dumb, you know what I'm saying? Especially the lowest point in their life, which is their death.
Why would you throw it in the mat in the first place if you got all those mats there? Nobody's up in the bleachers or anything. You could have put them at the top of the bleachers. You know, who's going to go up there and get them? Because everybody knows everybody there. If you knew those were his shoes up there, boom, you would have went up there and got them. Why throw them in the hole of a mat that you got to climb into to get them out? Doesn't make no sense. And then all of a sudden you fit in there.
I need to see somebody take a lie detector test and say they've actually seen Kendrick jump in one of them mats, get his shoe, and come out before.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, let's see it.
Say. No, they weren't friends.
And in a lawsuit, Johnson's parents...
Now, the mother said they were not friends. But then they say, oh, yeah, he was one of our best, great friends. Great friend, great friend, great friend.
Yeah, for the day.
Mama said they weren't. So let's see.
Allege a group, including the Bell brothers, sons of an FBI agent, violently assaulted their son, leading to his death.
None of the allegations that were made were without research.
But both Bells maintain they have rock-solid alibis. Did you see Kendrick Johnson?
No, sir.
And they're laughing a lot and smiling a lot in these interviews. I'm gonna put the link in the description. But they're laughing a lot, man, smiling a lot. It's crazy, you know. For some,
because they all getting away with it. They're all getting sugar-coated and they know it. They got the FBI backing them up. How much stronger could he get?
Let's see.
Sir, not at any point during that day.
Where were you? I was in class. First block, second block, third block, and fourth block.
Close to the gym?
No.
Did you see Kendrick that day?
No. I did not.
The suit suggests the brothers sought revenge for a brief fight between Brian and Kendrick on a team bus.
The year before, I mean,
What was
we were
that
still
about,
friends.
anyway?
So I can't even remember. I mean, it was so like it was.
So this is my thing, right? This one right here got into a fight with Kendrick just a year prior to that. And
doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, man. You know, I wonder, the mother said they weren't friends. He just said they got into a fight about a year prior to that. I know friends, but man, it's more likely that strangers would fight before friends. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know where they got to fight at a year prior to that. Was it in the weight room?
Yeah, really. And plus, are they both, you know, in the same athletic things? Are they there's got to be something in there where there's a lot of missing questions, you know.
Well, you know, the report said, I think somebody's report said that one of the brothers looks like the one that's talking right now, because he's the one, he's beefed up, said that he was taking you know, but this is allegedly from his report that he was taking steroids and he went into like a roid rage.
Well, I wonder if that's Brian, because that's the older brother that wrestles. Brian is the older brother that wrestles. Now, if it's him, what it said in that one report that I read, the news article that I read a little while ago, it said that he was not there at the school. He was away at a wrestling match.
Look at that.
At another school.
So one say he was away at a wrestling match, and then he just told you he was there, but just not around the gym.
Right.
Okay, so two conflicting testimonies, man.
Yeah.
Two conflicting testimonies right there. So let's go. Let's see what else they got to say on this interview right here. But the one that's talking right here, because I want to. Okay, I'm gonna ask this too, and this may not be big, but it may, you know, who won the first fight? You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't like I'm trying to get into all that, but I'm just saying though, say just allegedly that Kendrick really embarrassed him in that first fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this time around, he like, look, man, you know, it ain't finna be that. I don't know, man. You really have to break down the particulars.
But really, I mean, would he really not remember what the fight was about? Because if they still got beef, it's something that's been going on for a year.
For a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. And how you not going to remember that? Because it was probably still over the same thing that he ended up dead.
And I need to ask the mom, were there any more like phrase? Did he have any more phrase? A phrase like a public fight or whatever? Did he have any more phrase that year, the year prior? If the only fight he's had since he's been in school is with this one person, this one person. Okay, so if you his friend, like you say you are, then but they're gonna come down the line and they're gonna say, what are you gonna say? Like you about to hear a lot of conflicting stuff right here. Watch this. You about to hear just stories being and everything. Hold on.
Of course.
It's like it was ridiculous.
Your brother had a football scholarship offered to FSU.
Yes, sir, he did.
They pulled it back
On signing day.
So how low did it get?
So his brother, the one the beefed up one, lifting weights and stuff, he had a scholarship to FSU. The day he was finna sign to be admitted into the school, they pulled the scholarship because some interview now, because you know in the beginning his dad say no interviews, none. But if this is your friend, why no interviews? And if you the FBI, you would want your kids to do an interview to clear their name. To me, it seems like they were forced into doing an interview so that the other schools would not look at him in a negative light when he tried to,
you know what just popped into my head too? Now, if this older brother, which is Brian, that's the wrestler, if he's on steroids, that goes against the regulations. That could cause you a college acceptance because you're not, you know what I mean? You're already going in there under the influence of something to beef yourself up. Now, that could have been what the fight was about. That could have been something in there to where Kendrick knew something and was going to spill the beans, or who knows? But that's in a little angle there.
Right. So, yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Let's see what else he said.
All right.
The lowest you can go.
Letters from the Macon U.S. Attorney's Office suggest both Bells are targets of grand jury investigation. The letters suggest possible civil rights violations.
My objective is to only get justice for my son.
Have you prayed for the Johnsons?
Yes, sir. I have. I hope that they found justice, and I hope that they do find out the truth about their son.
I pray for the truth to come out about what happened to my son.
Now, there's lots more. These interviews were extensive. No lawyers present, no parents present. We plan to have a lot of all new excerpts coming up on Channel 2 Action News at 6, including both Bell brothers talking about federal search warrants executed at their residences in recent weeks and what searchers may have been after. For now, I'm live outside FBI Atlanta headquarters in DeKalb County. Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
From these interviews that you obtained, Mark, to some of the details in the case, so much in here is unusual to say the least. And right now on our Facebook page, we've posted a link to Mark's story. Click on it to get interviews with these brothers, their mother, and the mother of Kendrick Johnson.
Okay. So from there, I want to go to this other video. It's a lot running through my head on that whole situation.
Because see, that's why when we got off the first live, that's why I just automatically went in there, and anything that like you was reading up in the paperwork and stuff like that, I would try to research real fast.
Website. It's got everything all in one place. Well, of course that means you.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay, but there's a lot of, I still want to read up on a lot of the stories, and I know they had a lot of videos in there and stuff like that. I'm just getting bits and pieces of information from just what we got off in that paperwork and stuff with the names and, All
right, so Noel said he lied about not seeing Kendrick that day. So here we go right here. Okay, boom. So we have a picture here. that Noel just sent us with him allegedly right beside Kendrick. Okay, let's get into this. Let's open this up. Oh, okay. Okay, so let me close this out and then go here. So this is supposedly him here. When Noel gave us with Kendrick here. This is supposed to be Kendrick here with the yellow
yeah, with the shirt, yeah.
Yeah. So but he said he wasn't there. This guy said he wasn't there. And this is not a clear picture. I don't think this is something that you can use that'll be admissible if you ever take it to court. But let me pull up his picture, Terry, so you can try to see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let me go back to that video. And he does have this like unique hairstyle and everything like that.
He does, yeah.
This is for educational purposes, y'all, and fair use. I do not own this screenshot. So this is him here, right?
Okay.
So take in that image there, and then we look at this.
Wow. Okay, and go back to the first image. I want to compare them.
You don't think that's him?
No. You know why? Look at the shape of his eyebrows. Look at how, you know what I'm saying? Look on this one here. He looks older there. On this.
You know what?
As far as now, you know what? I'm looking off my phone, so you know I need to be able to enlarge it and stuff. So I'll have to do it.
Well, let me go here then. See this? This looks a little bit beefier. Like, do you look a little beefier than this dude right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he look a little beefier than that guy. So let me hold on. Let me go to the Noel. Let me go to Noel in the chat real quick. Hey, Noel. That guy don't look a little beefier, bro. Noel. That guy looks a little beefier, bro. Yeah. It's look a little bit different because the other guy he's physically fit, and the other guy in the other picture he's just like slim tone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's but appreciate that though. That means you've been on your research, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to this right here. Okay.
When Brian lost his scholarship with Florida State University, all of a sudden it seemed like he was starting to speak publicly, but there was a big piece of information missing in that story, which was that they didn't participate in the initial investigation. But this is just really a huge turn. Also, their mother was interviewed. It looked like she was there with her legal counsel, and KJ's mom was also interviewed with her legal counsel. So we're going to talk just a little bit about that. The two moms have pretty conflicting stories, and they have a really good clip of this at WSBTV.com. Essentially, the Bell family is saying that KJ was a very close friend, that KJ had even spent the night over at their house, and KJ's mom insists that never happened.
See what I'm saying? Okay, so we got one side of the family saying that Kendrick spent the night over the Bell brothers' house before, that they were that close. Then the mom saying, look, no, he's never spent the night over their house. What?
Yeah. See, they're trying to build a cover story. They're trying their best to build a cover story. But a mother knows where her child is. A mother knows. You know, I mean, I don't care how old you get.
Yeah. I mean, in this case, you know, I'm pretty sure, without a shadow of a doubt, if he's still in high school, then the mom pretty much knows if he spent the night over these guys' house or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he wouldn't be home. He wouldn't be home. I mean, come on. You're not gonna let your son go out that's still in high school, you know,
This would be
and
my
say,
question to the
"Well,
Bell
I'll
brother.
just see you later," and not find out where you're going.
This would be my question to the
Not,
Bell brother too, Terry. Did they spend the night over his house after they fought last year or before they fought last year?
there you go, man.
That would be my
Slices.
question.
Yep.
That's a good question
Before
to
or
ask.
after.
If they say, "Oh, he spent the night after the fight," are you
Really?
really think we gonna believe
Really?
that mom and that FBI agent of a father gonna let this guy spend the night over their house after they got into a crazy heated argument and fight? Come
Yeah.
on.
And there's no place anywhere to where we could, I don't know, if we could research to see what that date was, the day he was supposed to have stayed the night over there. Because if he did, then that had to have been in 2012.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then I had to. Yeah, you're right. That had to been in 2012.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they fought the year prior, so that's in 2012. So if they got into a fight in 2012 and one of the Bell brothers got their booty whipped, I don't think they're going to invite him over for midnight snack.
Yeah.
In other words,
And I totally agree. So that's one of the things that's out there. If they're gonna say, and we have to be totally fair, if you're gonna say that he spent the night, let us know when. Was it after the fight or before the fight? We're just gonna move on. We're gonna put that right there. We're gonna move on.
okay, all right.
No way to let my son spend the night at someone's house in middle school. So definitely a big difference of opinion there. Both brothers seem to maintain that KJ was a close friend. Brandon actually even says that KJ might have been one of Brian's best friends. So
the mom said they weren't friends at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, man, he wasn't just a friend. He was like one of the best friends. So I'm gonna tell you this. I have to take sides with the mom on this behalf. I have to, because he's in the household. He will consult with his mom and tell his mom, look, these are my friends. You feel what I'm saying? They on the football team with me, they on the basketball team with me. These are my guys right here. You know what I'm saying? And they would know. A mother would know. I mean, I gotta.
Yeah. And we got into a little scuffle, and I whipped his little behind, but they still want me to come over and stay the night, and the mom's going to be like, are you out of your damn mind? Are you out of your mind? They sent your butt up, boy. You know, that's the first place I would go if they already had a fight. But if they hadn't had a fight, then it had to been a while back.
Okay, so he said, according to Kendrick Johnson's parents, KJ was never at, nor was he allowed to spend nights out with people other than his family. Boom. There you have it.
Boom. There you go. There you go.
Let's continue to dig. Let's get it.
Oh, it's kind of interesting to me that KJ's family either was not aware of that, or maybe in the pain that they're going through now, they're just not able to recall that information correctly. It's really kind of odd. The interviewer, who does a really good job, he's kind of an old school news guy. I really kind of like his style.
Yeah. I think that he did a really good job on prepping them. I'm just being honest. Whoever this YouTuber is, Lord and Arts. I'm not disrespecting anything you bring into the table. You got a lot of videos breaking down this case, brother. But I see this guy, Mark Wine. Mark Wine is the interviewer, y'all. MarkWinne. He's the interviewer. It seems like he was prepping them. It seems like he was handpicked to do this actual interview here. And I still ask the question. We got video surveillance of the so-called SWAT coming down on the house of this FBI guy and his sons, but the vision is clear. The footage is clear. Why can't we get the same clear footage for an establishment like in a high school? What's his middle school or high school? I think, yeah, 2013, 17. Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah. Why couldn't we get the same footage, the same clear footage from the school? You mean to tell me this man's house has better cameras than the school?
On specific days, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the high school right here too. We looking into the high school of it. I don't know why he said middle school. Maybe because yeah. But here we go.
The high school.
Yeah, the Mark. This Mark Wine was the guy who actually did the interview. Here we go.
At that point, he is talking to Brian, and he asks him very directly, "Did you do anything to obstruct justice? Did you tell anyone not to speak about this case in any way or try to control information?" And Brian has this reaction. This is literally a screenshot of his face from when he's asked that question. I'm not saying that this proves anything. I'm not saying that you should think this guy's lying.
Let me show y'all the screenshot.
I want to see it.
Yeah. So when he's asked the question,
oh boy, is this going to be another one of our good pictures?
When he's asked, and this is in fair use, y'all, educational purposes only. That's his face when he asked that question.
Well, you sassy little sucker. Like, yeah, my daddy covered my butt.
That's crazy.
I'm covered. Now that's a shit-eating grin. Excuse my language, but I'm serious. That there tells the story. That rang the bell there.
You said ring the bell?
That rang the bell, baby. That one did not ring. That one rang the bell. Yes, it did.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
100%. Let's get it. Let's see what he's talking about.
I'm not saying that this proves anything. I'm not saying that you should think this guy is lying, but it even occurred to the interviewer in this moment. He specifically says to Brian, "Hey, Brian, you know, people are going to, I know you're nervous, but if you smile when I ask you this kind of things, people might look into that." And he continues the interview with Brian, and Brian goes about 30, 40 seconds before kind of smiling again. There are people that propose to be experts in terms of lie detection, and they might look at this as some sort of tell. I'm definitely not going to try to make that call here. I know he's nervous. There's a camera in his house. He probably doesn't deal with this type of thing every day. You know, I think I've done some pretty goofy things in front of cameras. So I don't know what to make of it, but I just wanted to put it out there for you. Please do both of us a favor. Check the video out for yourself using the links below, and tell me what you think in the comments section. He also states that he's at times been angry towards his parents for not allowing him to participate in the investigation when it originally happened.
Now, should we take that as truth? That's up to the receiver, whoever listens to that. That's up to them. But this is the second time we've heard about anger when it comes to one of the Bell brothers. One of them said that, you know, he lashed out in anger. So everything, I mean, it's just you have to state truth when you hear it. You feel what I'm saying? So the anger.
But let me tell you now, if this is the one that's on steroids, it's a proven fact. It's a proven fact that they go off when they're on steroids because it's changing your whole metabolism. It's changing everything, and you'll find more and more aggression to where they cannot control it. You'll find that. But it all depends on how much steroids he was doing, how long he's been doing it, because he's still a youngster. So, you know, it's going to take a lot of analyzing, really.
Right. Yep.
which kind of validates a point that I brought up in a couple of my videos previously. That was that decision the best decision for this family? Because it really seems like it was not a good decision. Now, even
so, let me ask you that, right? What do you feel about the FBI, the father of the FBI, telling them, don't get into that case, don't go put in no statements, don't go do nothing, stay out of it? What do you think about that?
Nah, he can't. That is obstructing justice. That's obstruction right there.
And then finally coming out and talking once he feels like the colleges aren't accepting him.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just wanted to put that out there, you know.
Right.
According to Brian himself, he is really doubting that decision, and seeing this reversal that the family has taken of now engaging media openly, even to the point of letting the sons talk to media without their attorneys present. I think it seems like this family has learned that lesson, that maybe that advice they got from that first lawyer wasn't such good advice.
But what do you mean advice that they got from the first lawyer when your dad is a FBI? He's with the FBI.
Exactly. I mean, his father should not allow the boys to even.
Like if the daddy followed proper protocol, right? Then he would have had his sons go ahead and give a statement.
Yeah, either that or a straight up gag order to where nothing could be asked until the proper people were doing it.
And then I want you to see this right here, right? I'm gonna do another screen share really quick here.
Okay.
So
I gotta check these videos out.
My screen share. Hold on. Let me get the other picture. Okay. So yeah, let me go on the screen share this. So this is the footage outside the crib. Clear.
Very.
Everything like that, you know what I'm saying? But then we go and we try to get footage. Everything we got on Kendrick's look like this. So yeah. I'm really saying, like, so you mean to tell me this FBI guy has better cameras in the whole school system?
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, things that make you say,
Right. All right, let's see what else you got to say.
Is a screenshot of the raid at the home where the mother is currently living. And that is an armored vehicle. It's kind of hard to make out because it's blocky, but there is actually a turret on top that is manned by someone. And apparently there was 20 to 30 U.S. Marshals that descended on this house to serve the search warrant. The mother thinks this is a bit overreaching. They probably could have done it with just a couple of investigators showing up and knocking at the door during a decent hour. However, there's an analyst in the news segment that talks about the fact that this could have been a, quote, blue on blue incident, where essentially you have law enforcement officials of one department potentially getting into a gunfight with law enforcement officials of another department. And it appears to me that they wanted to make a strong show of force so that
they wanted to make a strong show.
Right.
Look, it's a difference between doing enough and then overdoing it.
Right.
Right here, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, just for me, I think they overdid it. You know, it's enough to say that y'all was best friends, and then the mama said that they weren't friends at all. And then to make this whole fiasco with 30 people hopping out, you got a tank. They're like a tank. It's an armored army truck or whatever. With a
I know, it reminds me of Daryl Gates back in the days, man, when he was just riding around everywhere, knocking down people's doors, anybody's doors, just so he could feel that he's doing something, you know. Yeah, like a battering ram, you know.
Yeah, but then it's like overdoing it though. You know what I'm saying? It's
they did overkill because you know what? They were trying to like to
paint the picture that they were doing what they needed to do. They wanted to put the picture in your head. You know,
it was a performance.
Yeah, performing. A show. Just what he said right here. Listen to it. It was a show. Here you go. I'm gonna back it up.
One department potentially getting into a gunfight with law enforcement officials of another department, and it appears to me that they wanted to make a strong show of force so that they could potentially quelch any possibility of that happening. Squelch. I'm not sure if it's the right word, but that's essentially stop that from happening. Also, what's very interesting is this footage is taken from a security system installed at the Bell home, and the security system was installed by the FBI, and reportedly they did that because of the death threats that were being made towards the Bell family.
Did you? Okay. So
why would they assume a gun battle?
Yeah, all for real.
On a search warrant. A gun battle on a search warrant if you got nothing to hide and you're coming to a federal officer's house. Why would you assume a gun battle?
No sense. It don't make no sense.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Let's get it though.
Preferential treatment. You know, I mean, there's something to be said. Rick Bell is an employee of the FBI. Maybe they take care of their own like this, but I have to wonder, what about people that get death threats very regularly, like Anita Sarkeesian? Has the FBI installed a camera system at her house for her protection? I'm not quite sure. KJ's family, did they get a security system installed at their house? I don't know if they have had death threats specifically, but I know with a lot of the language that I've seen around Bell supporters, it hasn't been very pretty and construed that way. So it just really kind of hit me in a weird spot when I heard that the FBI actually installed this equipment in the house. But like I said, maybe that's just
so I'm wondering, did they install it and then came out and performed in front of it?
Correct. And look at how crystal clear that is. Look at how crystal clear it is. Really? I mean, it's like if you're right there outside with them.
Yep. Very clear.
Perfect picture. I mean, straight up HDDDDD. You know? I mean, gee.
How good they treat employees. I'm not totally positive. Also, this past week, there was a bit of a kerfuffle. This is a screenshot from the Valdosta Daily Times. Valdosta, I think, is the way that it's actually pronounced. You can find a link.
It's Valdosta, Georgia. Let me see let me see what he called it though. Let me see what he called it.
Valdosta.
Pronounced. You can find a link down below. This past week, there was a bit of a kerfuffle. This is a screenshot from the Valdosta Daily Times. Valdosta, I think, is the way that it's actually pronounced. You can find a link down below to the Valdosta Daily Times.
It's Valdosta, man. For those, no, I'm from Georgia. It's Valdosta.
Valdosta, baby.
If you do a quick search, they have a search box over on the right-hand corner. Type in Kendrick Johnson. It will pull up the most recent results. Now, the three most recent results, two of them are essentially the same story, but we'll start at the bottom. KJ's family accuses officials of cover-up. And specifically, what happened was a court document was filed. It seems like the judge was asking for specifics in regards to what type of conspiracy or cover-up could have happened here. And KJ's family...
So they went to file a motion to say that this was a cover-up. The judge said he wants specifics. Now, the only thing you got to do him is give him the surveillance. That was given.
Tell the judge, give me your gavel so I can hit you over the head so you can think better.
Only thing they need is to give them the footage that everybody else been looking at. How much more proof do you need that it was a cover-up?
No, the judge just needs to put on his thinking cap and say, how can a boy jump down into a mat that stays so tight and suffocate her? Ding dong. Yeah, somebody's missing a few marbles up there.
Let's get it.
Filed a document that named the sheriff, a school superintendent, and an FBI agent, which I believe possibly could be Rick Bell, of colluding to place KJ's body into the rolled up mat to hide the true evidence of what happened to KJ. Very bold statement, and it caused a lot of backlash very quickly. And within a few days, it was actually completely retracted, with KJ's family's lawyers saying that it was a total clerical misunderstanding. That document was not supposed to get submitted, and somehow, someone submitted it on accident.
Hold on, what document got submitted on mistake?
Wait.
Let me go back. What? Because I was trying to eat my.
Because there's some weird there.
Let me go back.
And it caused a lot of backlash very quickly. And within a few days, it was actually completely retracted, with KJ's family's.
Okay, let me go back.
What type of conspiracy or cover-up could have happened here? And KJ's family filed a document that named the sheriff, a school superintendent, and an FBI agent, which I believe possibly could be Rick Bell.
Okay. Okay, so why was this document retracted?
I have no idea.
Yo, Noel, why did the family put out a document that said that the sheriff and everybody else who conspired to put the king's body in the mat, why did they retract this? Why was this retracted? I want why.
Yeah.
Why you putting the answer? I'm gonna just play a little bit more. But why was that retracted?
Alluding to place KJ's body into the rolled up mat to hide the true evidence of what happened to KJ. Very bold statement, and it caused a lot of backlash very quickly. And within a few days, it was actually completely retracted, with KJ's family's lawyers saying that it was a total clerical misunderstanding. That document was not supposed to get submitted, and somehow, someone submitted it on accident.
So, whoa. What? Hold on.
They have a right to state or come out the way that they actually feel, and to get a backlash on that, really?
But they actually took the document back, said that it wasn't supposed to get out.
Exactly.
What happened right there? Noel, do you know what happened right there between the family putting that document out about the main key players and how they conspired to do this and do that, and then that document just being retracted and just thrown in the gutter? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see. I don't see him responding in the chat though. Let me see.
Only thing that I can think of righteously for the family to do that is because if you think about it, to come out with such a bold statement like that, and if you cannot prove that, that's defamation of character.
I don't know why the family already retracted that then when the refiled the RICO lawsuit that put that back in. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it was retracted, then later placed back in with the RICO lawsuit.
RICO, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's keep on going through this. Chop it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's totally believable. I think there is maybe some possibility that they filed it with the intent of seeing how people would respond to it and hoping that maybe that would shake something loose, and then knowing that they could retract it later. But if they're working in that mode, it probably means their case isn't looking too strong, and it's probably a bit of a smudge or a smear on the look of the.
No, bro. What's a smudge and a smear is the footage. Their case is very strong. What he said may look like a smudge or a smear. No. The smudge and smearing, bro, in my opinion, is nothing but the footage that was given. Smudge, smeared, chopped, all that. They have a strong case. This family has a strong case.
Yes, they do.
Oh, go ahead, Terry.
No. I'm just agreeing with you 100%. Go ahead. Run it.
Let's see him talk about that smudge and smear.
But if they're working in that mode, it probably means their case isn't looking too strong, and it's probably a bit of a smudge or a smear on the look of the attorneys from the judge's perspective. So I really don't know if they would have risked a move like that. Quite honestly, it could just have been a clerical error, but then you have to wonder about why was this document even drafted for that potential to happen.
Nothing happens just for happenstance. The document came out for a reason, man.
Right.
And I feel like it was retracted for a reason. Now, Noel, I have to ask you, who retracted the document? The what's his name? Let me get to him.
Hold on, I got it here.
His name.
King. Yeah, Mr. King, the attorney.
Benjamin Crump. Was it Benjamin Crump? Noel, was it Benjamin Crump? Because you know, Terry, Benjamin Crump was I think the first.
The
lawyer.
beginning, yeah. The first lawyer.
So
True.
I want to know who retracted that statement. Was it Benjamin Crump? Was it the King guy that they have now, or was it a lawyer in between Benjamin Crump and the King guy?
Or strictly the family?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's get it.
Okay.
Did you put some? No, I'm gonna just play it. I'm gonna watch the chat. There we go.
So very, very strange. Just want to round this out with looking at this website as well. I was looking for a picture of Rick Bell. There is a picture of him on LinkedIn, but this one seems a bit more recent. It looks like it is possibly at Florida State University. It's him with Brian as well as his wife. It comes from a website that I wasn't even aware of. But
all right, let me show this picture. Let me show this picture here.
Okay.
Rick Bell, his son, and the mother. And this is for educational purposes and fair use. Educational purposes.
Whoa. Chosen.
What up?
Look at Dad. Look at the dad. Now back to that picture that they showed that's supposed to be Kendrick at the school with the guy walking next to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like the dad that was walking with Kendrick at the school.
Oh yeah.
The way it looks on my phone. Now, see, it could just be my phone, you know, because the
screen is a little bit big. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I don't think it is.
No,
because
okay,
the dad's 2 times as big as the son. The son's big, and the person walking beside Kendrick right there is slender. You know what I'm saying? You can even tell by the top of his legs and everything. But I feel what you're saying. You ain't on it. But this Rick Bell guy, man. We're gonna get into. We're gonna see what's up with Rick Bell.
That's a true bell there.
Mm-hmm.
To ring. Yeah.
Let me see something real quick. Nope, that's not him right there. I think he does have a LinkedIn picture right there. Is that him? Nope, that's not him, because I think he went to Florida State, FSU. Yeah, I think he probably went to FSU. Workforce. Is it the workforce right now? Just trying to get some more information, man. You know, trying to get us a little bit more information on this guy. Just a little bit more info.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to dig up a whole lot of information. I mean, we got a lot of studying to do, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna find that on my time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead. It's going right here. My computer trying to go slow. Here we go.
Website as well. I was looking for a picture of Rick Bell. There is a picture of him on LinkedIn, but this one seems a bit more recent. It looks like it is possibly at Florida State University. It's him with Brian as well as his wife. And it comes from a website that I wasn't even aware of, but it's called the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund. And essentially, if a law enforcement agent is having to represent themselves or is going through something like this, this is a fund that will accept donations and then give proceeds to that party. So if you would like to support the Bell family in some way, this is a place you can go. I have a link for it down below. I was a bit dismayed at the way the article is written. Once again, it's very hard for me to see people try to retell this story.
So this is my thing right here, right? All right, I appreciate that, Liz. I just got your message. What you say, Terry?
Isn't that something? Isn't that something? How the FBI has a law enforcement agency, more or less, offering this footage here. Well, the picture, and then they're what? Trying to, if you want to donate to the Bell family, why? Why would you want to donate to them? Their son didn't get killed. Why?
Yeah, so they got to so hold on. So the federal agency started that funding, right?
Right.
Whoa.
Why?
What I think that is what it looks like is they looking after their own.
They're covering. They're covering. They're trying to build a sympathy case on their behalf.
Yeah, looking after their own. Yep.
That's it.
They're gonna look after they're gonna definitely
That's
look
bullshit.
after their own, man.
Excuse my language, but that no. I don't like that.
Yep. And then again, here go another article right here. The parents of a Georgia teenager found dead inside a rolled up gym mat and their attorneys must pay more than $292,000 in legal fees to dozens of people they accused of foul play in a lawsuit that was later dropped, the judge ruled. So they went in to get a monetary
a civil suit, more or less.
Yeah, to be compensated. They went in to be compensated and left out owing people. Ain't that something, man?
Because that attorney, wasn't it because that attorney that they had at that time did not meet up with the court schedule or something? The attorney they had at that time was the reason that was kicked to where they had to pay. Their attorney blew his position. From what I was reading on that, because I know I jotted that down.
See, and then that's the tricky thing about these situations right here, man. When it's a cover up, you have to get the right the attorney.
Well, was that Benjamin Crump?
That's what I want to. Hold on, let me check. What's his name? Yeah, Benjamin Crump.
Benjamin Crump, the one that resigned, that stepped down.
That's what I want to know. I want to distinguish. Was Benjamin Crump around the time when these stuff got retracted? Was he around the time that they had to pay back this $292,000? Was he around? You know what I'm saying, what lawyers were in position around these times? We have to know that too. What lawyers were in position in these different time frames here, man. All right, so let me go into.
We need copies of all those court records.
Yep. And I know Noel probably got a lot of it already. He probably already done a lot of the leg work. He probably got that. If not, then I'm gonna definitely look into it. You know, I'm gonna get it. You know. Don't matter. I'm gonna get it. Here we go.
And omit that one very critical step that the family decided not to participate in the initial investigation. And this document is very strongly worded. Even
now, we must remember that, y'all, moving forward, the Bell family decided not to participate when the investigation kicked off. They didn't want nothing to do with it. They didn't want nothing to do with the investigation of their so-called best friend. Okay, remember that.
Out the attorney general more as possibly being abusive towards the Bell family. And for it to have such a strong opinion and be kind of one-sided with its view about the case, that one piece of information really just, it hits me wrong. It hits me very badly. If they can't admit that they didn't participate in the initial investigation when they're retelling the story to entities like this, or like that football magazine that wanted to write that kind of, it's hard to say this, but it felt like it was kind of a sob story about Brian and his scholarship being pulled. But once again, they retell all the events around the KJ case, but they omit that one extremely big piece, which is the Bell family did not participate in the investigation. This article, which is not credited to anyone, there's no author name on here, takes things a bit further in a way that, quite honestly, I'm not real happy with. So let me just read a little bit here. LELDF is committed to supporting Rick Bell, a dedicated and productive FBI agent. Just as a side note, he is still working for the FBI. That was verified by the television station, WSB-TV. He is in good standing, supposedly. It's not like they've, restricted him or sent him home or just having him on some type of leave of absence or something. He is an active agent. And his family through this nightmare. We are
so y'all. LELDF is committed to supporting Rick Bell, a dedicated and productive FBI agent, and his family throughout this nightmare. Now, LELDF is Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund. Okay, it's based out of Arlington, Virginia. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a nonprofit that raises money to help officers defend actions taken in the line of duty to enforce the law. Charity Navigator, a national watchdog group, LELDF, Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund. All right.
No, isn't that same Washington, Virginia belt kind of area?
Let me check. Arlington, Virginia. Arlington, Virginia. Now you say what's supposed to be out there?
You know where that one security guard supposedly was supposed to be from on the prior case, the woman, and she was from this area that
Yeah. So you like Arlington, Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or close, or in that vicinity.
Right.
Yep.
Coincidence.
Yeah. Very coincidental, huh? All right, but let's see what he said about the LELDF, who jumped behind Rick Bell and had him and his family's back.
Appalled by the abuse of Department of Justice power and waste of limited resources where both evidence of a crime and judgment seem to be in short supply. I can tell you, judgment is nowhere in short supply anywhere around this case. I deal with a lot of people on both sides of the fence about what's happening on this case, and everyone is quick to whip out judgment. I have to wonder about the author of this particular article and their statement that this is a waste of limited resources and the DOJ's time. The findings have not been, it's not done. The case is not concluded. This is a case that the police department took 4 months and apparently hit their conclusion, and has now been in DOJ investigation for over 2 years. So unless you think that someone's twiddling their thumbs, it really doesn't make sense. Obviously, there's some aspects of this case that the DOJ is stuck on, and they're not able to fully close this out yet. Some people might assume, because of the recent steps of these raids on the Bell family, as well as the girlfriend of one of the Bell brothers.
Okay, so my guy just said C.B. King, or Shaveen B. King Jr. was the lawyer around the time that they had to pay back the money.
Okay, so that was King. Okay.
Yeah, he said that the first guy, Crump, was not given an extension to practice law in the state of Georgia.
Ooh.
Crump.
Yeah.
Crump was not given an extension. So So with the retracting and everything like that, and the money being paid back, that came through CB King, man.
Now, how good of we'll have to investigate that and see how good of a attorney this King guy was.
Yeah, we're looking to that. So we got King and we got King looking to it. We got Crump and we got Rick. Anything Rick? Yeah, Rick Bell. So now this guy is also telling us that they raided the girlfriend's house. All right, let's get it.
That essentially that is where this case is being stuck in its review. But the author of this article appears to know better. It comes at a time when racial tensions in the U.S. are at painfully high levels, which I think we can agree with. Often at the hands of those who, quote, play the race card for their own advantage. Let me reread that whole statement. It comes at a time when racial tensions in the U.S. are at painfully high levels, often at the hands of those who play the race card for their own advantage. What the seriously?
Now, you know what? I haven't placed race on this case. I haven't placed race hate on this case. I'm mainly putting together everything. And I haven't stuck a race card out there or whatever. I'm just putting together the facts that we've been coming up with, what we've been hearing, we've been seeing, the numbers, everything like that, you know?
Definitely. And then at the same time, in that time span there was a lot of stuff going down in a lot of different towns and a lot of different states that was racially motivated. So, yeah, I know why the Bells got this little thing going to raise their family up, because they are playing that sympathy card. They are playing that sympathy card, but you're playing it for the wrong family.
Yep. Here we go. Well stated, Terry.
I'm sorry. I know you guys don't hear me talk like that too much, and I really try to remain objective when I'm reviewing these cases. But whoever wrote this, for you to spill that out in that way, who are you talking about? That white people play the race card? I don't think so. This article, this nameless, faceless article, essentially has a racist element built into it. And that is part of what scares me about this case. Nowhere in reviewing anything on this case, which I've reviewed this case, there are way more official documentation available. There's a lot more available on this case than there is even on the Elisa Lam case. I have not seen anything to suggest racial motivation anywhere around this case. KJ's family is not saying Rick Bell is a part of the KKK, and so is Sheriff Prime. And we figured out that these guys at their last Klan meeting figured out how to, roll up a body in a mat. Nothing even close. I don't know where the hell that statement comes from. I can tell you that supporters of the Bell family, when I've reviewed their communications on Twitter, I get a pretty strong pang of these people are racist. And once again, just in reading how this article is read, I get a very strong pang of this is written by someone who might not even realize how racist they actually are. That statement should not be on this document. And in particular for a document that's asking for financial donations to potentially help the Bell family. Are you basically saying that you're not going to take donations from Black people? It is to me to no end that is written in that way on this page. Might not be for you. This might be a personal trigger for me based on some previous experience I've had.
Okay, so from right here, this is what we can conclude. A life was lost. The mother and the father and the family tried to get monetary compensation. They ended up reversing it on them. They got to pay out $292,000 out. Not only that, the people who were accused ended up getting donations. Donations. donation. It kind of reminds me of it's in a similar effect to Trayvon's situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I was gonna say.
how Trayvon
It's
was taken out and
by George the whacked
and
out
George
sucker.
he started getting donations. He got a lot of donations.
No, and he got the KKK to back him up. He sold that gun for profit. And they were all like, yeah. And then what did he do? He went around being smug to any and everybody. And that boy is still alive. For what reason?
And we also found out, yeah, you talking about Zimmerman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we also found out allegedly that Trayvon's daddy was Mason. I think he was receiving his 33rd degree. I want to say on the day that his son was buried. I want to say on the day that he was buried, or something around that area that we kind of looked into that he was a 33rd degree Mason. And you know, that story goes a little deep too. But right now, I just wanted to draw the correlation between the two. How the Bells were accused of doing this, and subsequently they are receiving love, so much love from the community, so much love from the L. Let me see what the name was, LPLD or something like that.
Yeah. And seeing, and they are playing that sympathy card. They're playing that sympathy card. Who the hell are they to play that sympathy card? Don't pamper your criminals like that. That's where everything goes wrong. That's where you don't get no damn justice. Why? Because you got everybody in that's in the legal, that's opposed the legal law enforcement agencies covering each other's ass and leaving the people that righteously need the help out in the dry and draining them of everything to pay. No, hell no. No.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this gets deep. That's why I do and I say what I say in the Facebook group. That's why I came up and I talk about the word the way that I talk about the word, because it's a spiritual thing, man. You know, but if the believers would come together like the wicked people do, man, I mean, we could do wonders, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because believe me, although the color of my skin is a little bit lighter, I don't give a damn about that. I'm looking at a human being. A human being. I'm not looking at no colors or nothing. I'm looking at a human being. Somebody's son that had a future being taken out like this and railroaded? For real? Really? Come on now. You know, no, this is exactly what I was just saying last week. I cannot stand this racism stuff. It's got to end. And people, oh my God, no, believe me, you got a hellfire woman right here that's going to help you guys get justice for real for that family.
Let's get it then, Terry. I'm right here with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
man, no, that burns me up.
Yeah, we here. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. It's a couple more minutes into this right here. We're gonna finish breaking this down, and I think that we are uncovering a lot today. And
yeah, we are.
It's the first day into it, man, and I thank God for what He's able to have us uncover, and hopefully, man, we can get to these petitions. We can get to signing some petitions. I'm gonna talk with the mother again, probably tonight or tomorrow, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let's see what he got to say.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there as I'm feeling it, because that statement makes me feel like whoever wrote this is an asshole. Sorry. Now, I don't want to take away from this legal enforcement defense fund. I think what they do is somewhat admirable. If there are going to be cases where a law enforcement official is accused of something, and these guys, they make decent money, but they're not millionaires, and hiring attorneys is extremely expensive. I see that there is a good, valid cause for having this type of website. I don't see that there is a good, valid cause for writing things that inflammatory, or even being as one-sided as this article generally is, which I'll even give it the exception of except for that statement. That statement's bullshit. I'm really, really upset about it. They've actually added an update as of August 2015.
I need to know how much financial compensation this mother has gotten since this kicked. Has people created GoFundMe's for? Have people created, because if they're gonna put the LALPD whatever behind the federal guy and his kids, then you know, did somebody stick their neck out for the mother and create pages for her and her family? You know what I'm saying? And raise money for the. I don't know how much they've done. Let me ask him real quick. Yo, Noel, how much from your knowledge she has a GoFundMe? Oh, she got one right now? She got one right now? Okay. I just wanted to make sure, man, that you know, if it's gonna be done on one side, it needs to be done on the other side until everything comes to a head.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
It's gonna be done on one side, it gotta be done on the other one. Gotta be.
Yeah, because this family is getting railroaded, man, and I don't like it not one bit. And they're going to get the legal enforcement defense fund for, man. I'm going to go and rob them suckers, man, for real. I'll go and rob them and give it. No, come on. But I mean, come on now. I mean, I feel like I want to be Robin Hood. Ain't no doubt about it.
So
and
how much, and this is my question about the federal fund. Are they only just paying for a lawyer, or are they paying their bills, writing them checks, paying for their lawyer? Like, what all is this fund doing?
And a federal? Really? Federal fund?
This is for KJ. Okay, he said GoFundMe, go.
Oh, no. This is a bunch of baloney.
Okay, so I'm on the Justice for KJ, GoFundMe. There we go. Okay, that's what's up.
We're gonna drop that then.
$12,000 out of $400,000 goal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
12,500. Let me see something real quick. Hold up. So this is the GoFundMe right now, guys. Right here. God. You can see it on the screen, Terry?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the GoFundMe.
12,580, yeah.
Out of 400,000 goal. So yeah, so they have a GoFundMe now. Let me read it. Let me read what it says down here. My husband and I established this account in loving memory of our son, Kendrick Johnson. Our son was a promising high school sophomore at Lowndes High School, located in Valdosta, Georgia. On January 10, 2013, Kendrick's life was tragically cut short when he was discovered dead in a roll-up gym mat under highly suspicious circumstances. A subsequent autopsy conducted by our forensics pathologist subsequently confirmed our worst nightmare that our son's death was no accident. Kendrick died as a result of blunt force trauma to his person. Okay. As parents, our hearts are broken, but we are determined to prevent a tragedy of this magnitude from occurring again. As we continue to fight for justice, we choose to honor Kendrick by doing what he loved to do the most, helping others. We ask for your continued. That's crazy, man. You know, the helpers, the ones that get took out by man. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go in the book and talk about this more in depth, man. After we done, I could say more over there. But we ask for your continued support and donating to this fund, which will benefit the Kendrick Johnson Foundation's mission to raise awareness on the need of increased supervision and safety within our public schools. Your generous contributions have helped us gain our foundation federal tax-exempt filing and will continue to help us launch the many programs of the foundation benefiting Lowndes County and surrounding communities. We thank you in advance for standing with our family. So not only are they just raising money, they're raising money with the cause behind this king's death. You know what I'm saying? They want to create a foundation, tax-exempt foundation that will help the community as a whole. So I think this is a great GoFundMe. You got a lot of scamming GoFundMes out there. It's good to donate to a great cause, and it sounds like this cause will definitely be a great support to the city as a whole, or the county, Lowndes County. All right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we're gonna press play on this video and go ahead and knock out the rest of these minutes on this video right here. You got anything to say about GoFundMe and stuff, Terry, before we go on?
No, not right now. I'm glad to see that it's there and everything. We just got to really start pushing it. We got to get it out there to where they could get more money in and everything else. And I'm trying to think of some other ways of where I could try to get another thing going to where we could add that money into that GoFundMe. So I'm going to be working on something else too.
I will be donating a little bit myself later on today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be putting in.
Yep. So with that being said, y'all, that's cool. Y'all want to put up the yellow hearts, or are those yellow or orange? I see the green, but are those orange hearts or yellow hearts?
They're probably yellow.
Did we agree to the yellow hearts for Kendrick?
Well, I don't know yet. I know we were talking about green and blue, but I think there's somebody else that's using those colors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Everybody's rocking out with that. The yellow. So yeah, yellow for
brightness. Open up, turn that light on, people, and everybody got to see the light. Got to see that light.
So yellow, yellow for Kendrick. The green for the other case that we did.
Right.
So, 2 hearts, 2 colored hearts flowing. Let's get back to this vid and let's hit play.
Let's go.
And in this update, they're saying that they've sent the DOJ a letter of professional responsibility outlining areas of potential misconduct by the prosecutor. So essentially, they are now trying to threaten the reputation and possibly even the job of the attorney Moore that's heading this investigation and looking into this. And they even kind of slight him by saying, you know, hey, this is a conspiracy by high schoolers that you guys can't crack. Once again, no one is saying that. I don't know who the hell wrote this piece of shit. No one is saying this is a conspiracy by high schoolers. Even in the document that was accidentally filed by KJ's family, they are talking about law enforcement officials, men, career men that have been in these jobs for decades, that have relationships, sometimes far-reaching, to very powerful people. The way this thing is written is insulting, and quite honestly, it's a disservice to the actual, I believe, the core reason why this law enforcement defense fund even exists. I really wish that they would reconsider writing this, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to send this video specifically to whatever emails I can find that have to do with this organization, because this is a joke.
Yeah.
Sorry, just really, really grabbed me the wrong way. So that's it for this KJ update. You know, I think it's unfortunate that there's been missteps from both parties. I think that it's actually a step towards a better understanding and a possible resolution now that the Bell family is actually opening up about this case, speaking honestly, speaking from the hip. And does it make me believe one way or another about their guilt or innocence? It might actually make me start feeling a bit more comfortable with the idea that they are actually innocent in this case, that maybe we're going to find out.
Okay, so this is my thing right here, right? It's a couple things that's really conflicting me. The first thing would be, if I was the FBI dad of the Bell brothers, and I don't even know if he's done this, and you could tell me, Noel, if he's already done this. Has he came out publicly, did a public appearance and said, listen, I know it took me and my sons and stuff time to come to the forefront. We apologize about that. Your son was one of my son's best friends. We'll do anything to help you in this situation. I come by your house as an FBI agent. I will come by your house, give you my personal information, anything we can do to help you get come to a conclusion on this. Now, if I was the father, I would have done that. I would have made a public announcement on this. You feel what I'm saying? And another thing too, you remember the last case, right?
Yeah.
The last case, this person had 20 GoFundMe's. All of them was stuffed to the max.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go check out this queen's GoFundMe. She can't even cap 13K. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we know just off of that alone, you know what I'm saying? What we looking at.
Right.
Just off of that alone, you know what I'm saying? Hers ain't even capping like 14, 15K. And what I'm saying off of that is, if we as a whole, as a community, gonna support one person publicly or as a community, let's support everybody as a community. Why isn't this mother getting the same support as Miss Martin?
That's right.
Why? Wonder why.
You
know?
Yeah. 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 A lot of red tape there.
Yep. Exactly.
A lot of red tape. A lot of red tape. A lot. They are going way out of their way to protect.
Where was the crime scene tape?
Yeah. Again. Same question.
Do they always forget the crime scene tape?
Evidently, when it's a crime that they don't want to see.
So I'm just thinking about that crime scene tape. Why we never see crime scene tape? So in 2018, 17, or it was 13. 2013, they don't use crime scene tape no more? They never use it? So they stop. So we only see crime scene tape in movies now.
And plus, didn't they say in that one news thing that they were doing that wasn't there kids moving around throughout that gym at the same time that they were bringing in?
Yes,
the nurse and
they were bringing in a stretcher, the nurse, and it was still
all of that. Now, isn't that messing with evidence?
Yeah,
isn't that not protecting? I mean, even the school should know, have enough sense, clear that area, and do not let nobody else in there until the investigation is on.
Yep. So let's see. I think it was at the end of that video. Yeah, I think he got to the end of that one. I'm gonna make sure I save his link because we're gonna come back to this guy. He got a couple videos breaking it down.
Yeah.
And man, we just found out a truckload of stuff, y'all. A truckload of information. And it's just, I'm gonna go on the book on Facebook and give my non-YouTube my opinion that's non-YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? You have to give a YouTube opinion, and then I got to go to Facebook and give my non-YouTube opinion. But here, man, like I said, man, there it is in a nutshell, y'all. This is the first phase right here. There's gonna be many phases of this. We're gonna look into those three people. The first lawyer, which is Benjamin Crump. I also want to look at Governor Nathan Deal. I want to look into Rick.
Yes. And King. The last.
His name is Shaveen B. King Jr.
Okay, Shaveen B. King. We're going to be checking you. Now, who was this on the gentleman that was speaking in throughout this whole thing that he was doing on YouTube?
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay. Didn't I hear him saying something about an attorney by the name of Moore?
Moore?
Yeah.
Who said that?
The guy that was doing that thing on YouTube.
Oh, I don't think I heard that part. Attorney by the name of Moore. I don't think I heard that one.
Something about I could have swore I heard, but I'm going to check that out anyways. But I mean, I'm trying to get bits and pieces of the stuff that I really want to start digging into, because I'm telling you, that Bell family is got to be checked big time, because it seems like they got backing of nothing but evil, and that's why everything's hitting brick walls.
Hey, and Noel, who was the first person to bring the name of the Bell brothers out? I want to know who's the first person to bring their name up. Yeah, I know it's a lot of info, Noel. That's why we're trying to take it slow. I don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to jump around, man. You feel me? But I want to know who's the first.
Now, was it that Ryan Hernandez or
That's a good question.
Or Ryan Hall?
Who was the person he was switching out shoes with? Let me go back to that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, you're right. That is important. Who was he switching out shoes with, huh?
Right.
All right, let me see. Conclude 100 million. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah.
That's a lot of info, man.
Wearing shoes when he was found. A student at the school said that he shared a pair of Adidas with Johnson, and that at the gym class would always go to the mat, jump, and toss the shoes inside the middle of the hole. So there wasn't no Adidas shoes in there with him. It was Nikes. I don't understand that. Why they got that in the Wikipedia?
And why would you put shoes in the middle of a mat? Come on. Like, I'm going to go and jump into a hole because, I'm trying to come up with something.
The same way they wanted us to think that somebody walked into a freezer and closed that door behind them and walked into a cooler and closed and walked into a refrigerator, freezer, whatever, closed all them doors behind them and then say, hey, I'm in here. I got to get out. Then they want us to think that they beat on the door, kicked on it. I mean, oh, my
right.
Jesus. Oh, yep. But look, Terry, we got some research to do behind the scenes. We're going to definitely.
Ooh, do we ever?
Yeah. Handling Kendrick.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, yeah.
Okay, Noel, I got you, bro. I'm gonna research that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that into my repertoire right here. I'm going to put that in. I got a couple guys I'm gonna research. CB King, Benjamin Crump, Nathan Deal, all those guys, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in the building, Terry. I appreciate you. And the knowledge that you brought forth, and the discernment, and I mean, you know how to attack it. You know how to slice, man. I'm saying, you know what
well, you know what? When you seen a lot in your lifetime and fought for the same kind of thing, yeah, you get pretty good with it.
Mm-hmm. You already know. I'm glad to have you up here as my partner in crime. You know.
Well, you got it anytime.
I appreciate it, and
I love it.
I'm gonna head over to the book in a minute, and I'll probably cam up and give another synopsis or just a breakdown on the video that we did today.
Cool.
Right, you already know.
All
right. Everybody who showed up, man. The yellow hearts are now. That's yellow. Yeah, it's yellow. Yellow hearts are now for Kendrick. I put up the GoFundMe that they got going on. I'm gonna be on the book. I'm going to be on a book in a second, going live a little bit later. You know, I got to take a little break real quick, but I'll be on the book later.
Yeah.
But I want to tell y'all, I have a wonderful day. God bless you all, and we'll meet up again real soon, all right?
Amen. All right.
Appreciate you, Terry.
No problem, Chosen. Anytime, baby.
All right.